Busch welcoming us in the background to look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Carlos Martinez is on the mound for the Cardinals. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Gregory Polanco heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Gregory Polanco.
And our first pitch is taken for ball 1 as we're officially underway tonight here in St. Louis. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Yeah, a nice job there going the other way with this ball. Look, this is something that they're going to need to do, and he's on base with a leadoff single to start the ball game.
Josh Harrison stands in. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Not in time as he steals second. Well, this is certainly not good here. He's really holding on to his arm, and I think it appears to be fairly serious. Pretty sure we're not going to see him in action for a while, unfortunately. Sean Rodriguez will pinch hit here and finish the at-bat following the injury. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Ooh, he missed a good pitch to hit there. He'll be lucky to get something like that again.
Too high. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Daryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's one of the fastest guys in all of baseball, and his speed can be the difference maker. Having that kind of speed on the base path is a huge headache for opposing pitchers.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
1 out and a runner on second base. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, we're going to talk about Yadier Molina defensively. We can just get to the gold gloves. Just a multitude of those. He's so soft behind the plate. He gets his pitchers a lot of pitches. He shuts down a running game. Very cerebral as well as far as setting up hitters. I don't know if the game has seen a better defensive catcher.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Pirates leave 1, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Francisco Liriano, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. for a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Sean Rodriguez, who will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 3, Sean Rodriguez.
Matt Carpenter comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Grounded to the right. Flip on by Rodriguez, and there's one away. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, if you're pitching, you better look out for Yadi Molina. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, a 1-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you've got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
Matt Holliday takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Liriano sets. First pitch on its way. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 home. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
That change up away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is McCutchen. 2 gone. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we've got the reigning Gold Glove Award winner in left field. Great with outfield assists, covers a lot of ground. Really one of the smartest players at his position.
Brandon Moss is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, and I think that's a pitch we're going to see a lot of tonight. It's much different than that four-seam fastball, and he gets a lot of run on that thing.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cards leave 1 after 1. No score. John Jaso makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
John Jaso.
Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Batting sixth, third baseman number 7.
Striding into the box, David Freese. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
And here's Moss to make the catch, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Rendell Grichuk strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Center fielder, Rendell Grichuk.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. This is line to left, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Settling in now, Yadier Molina, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Chopped foul right at home plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Colton Wong will stand in, as a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Ready with the 0-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Yeah, just couldn't put him away right there. You'll see the sequence. He was able to foul off 2 straight 0-2 pitches, and then finally he finds a pitch that he could do something with, and he's on board.
Stepping in now, Ruben Tejada. As he'll swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Yeah, he just really pulled off of that pitch. This is a two-seamer working its way down and away, and he wasn't even close.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Polanco on the run. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And a relay home. And not in time as the run scores.
Batting ninth, catcher.
Good AB right there. One out double there gets him a run. And now, with runners on second and third, another base hit can make this a big inning.
Carlos Martinez will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe two. This is a big time chance.
Hit hard to short. Mercer dives. What a stop. He's up with it. The throw. Got him.
Woo, no problem. Well, by rights, this should have been an RBI single. But that's one heck of a play out there on defense. The run's still going to score, but what an exceptional defensive effort out there to at least get an out on the play.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. Leading off the inning, Francisco Cervelli, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Cervelli.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Fastball called for strike two.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Here you go. This slider sort of backs up on him a little bit. He gave up on it far too early because this was the best pitch he had to hit in the entire at-bat.
Into the box now, Francisco Liriano. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Looped out towards short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Gregory Polanco will stand in now with two away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. To first, Moss takes it in. Moss will take this one over to first himself, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Pirates 0. Stephen Piscotty digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Liriano has his target. Here's the first pitch. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. After it is Marte. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Matt Holliday is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, he squares up the slider that time, and it's into left center for a base hit.
Yeah, this might have caught a little too much of the inside part of the plate. I think he wants us in a little tighter, but didn't get it in all the way, and it winds up costing him.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Moss, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, a couple of good swings back-to-back, but nothing at all to show for it.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Here's Randall Grichuk. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.